I'm not starting this series from tactics because that would be the first leak. Wow. But before applying any Hormozi method here, I had to turn the source material into something I can actually operate from. Yeah, I know that right now. What is he talking about? Of course, the video title gives you a glimpse, but let's talk about what's behind that. Yesterday, I stumbled upon two videos. Two men walking through applying the Alex Hormozi methods into launching their businesses. One is doing website optimization, I guess. That's what I grasped from what he's doing. The other one is a videographer. And the guy doing the website thing is actually following the videographer's path. And 30 days in and 15 days in, that's the walkthrough for both. I love the idea. I love the commitment it brings, because now you have to make a video daily talking about you launching your business. There is an accountability in that. There is a documentation. So I love the idea. And lately, in the past like 6 months or 7 months, I guess, I've been building but not selling, which that's the first mistake I did. They say you should sell before you build, but actually I built without selling. And they say that, and that's a very common advice, because you need validation, you need people to at least give you some sort of attention that whatever you are putting out there is needed. So you're trying to sell the idea. When you find clients, then you start making a wait list and working on an MVP, which is not most valuable player. We're not in a game here. It is the minimum viable product that you can offer. You put it out, it's in beta phase, there are some bugs. Of course, you put it out with a huge discount or even for free for people to try, and you start building on top of that. I didn't do that for two reasons. One, I was afraid to talk to the camera. Two, is I didn't feel like whatever I'm gonna be putting out there is actually valuable. It's something personal here. So my ADHD kept kicking in, trying to make the product better and better and better. And that took me months. And working and iterating and having good times and bad times and staying away from my Mac for weeks, 2 weeks, never been more than that. At that time, the couch out there became my best friend. And then you have to get up, put yourself back to work and get back into the zone in a situation that's really dire for me, but we will get into that at the end. So that's the first mistake. I built before selling. The second mistake is I didn't document the build, because that's really a very attractive thing to be done. Most of the people are like watching people who are building and seeing how they are building and, walk the shoes. And fear of camera was one, fear of validation was the second, fear of ability was the third. I'm not an AI guru, and I'm not an AI, mastermind. And I'm not paying for any of the AI mentorship or the AI programs out there that help you or support you. So it's all self-learn plus some YouTube, trying to get something out there and vibe coded. So recording the journey made me feel a little bit, I'm not gonna be putting something good out there. I'm not gonna be putting something professional and people might mock me. Well, bite my ass. I don't care. It's not gonna be perfect the first time. Well, see you after a year. Let's see how we're gonna be. I'm gonna get better. It takes time. Now, getting back to the journey itself and why I'm doing this. I've always had a business. I've never been an employee. My previous business had its very nice peaks for a long time. We surpassed 100K MRR as a business, even during COVID. But the business structure was wrong. The foundations were not good. The leaks were everywhere. There was actually zero system. So it was very fragile. And shit hits the fans. That's normal in life. So as soon as the shit hit the fan, everything collapsed. And I had to start from the beginning. Not only that, I'm starting cold because I moved to a different country. My ICP is not in my contacts. So it's a cold launch, whatever I'm going to be starting. It's going to be a cold launch. There is zero warm contacts that you can even go to. Not ask them to be your clients, but ask them at least if they know someone who can use. No, not my current state. That's the second. So, and the third is it's a totally new field. I've never built a SaaS. I've never put my own business understanding and my market studying and the business analysis that I've loved and I've been working on freely, supportingly, people around me. I've never put that into test and hammer it in and trying to make it a living. It was a totally different field. So it's a new field for a new market on a fresh start when you're 40 with no capital. It's like, it's hell everywhere, but it's doable. Is it gonna be hard? Yeah. Is it gonna toughen me up? Of course. Does having ADHD gonna make this easier? Hell no. It fucks you up every turn. But there ain't no rest for the wicked. You got bills to pay, you got mouths to feed. So, I've seen this walking the 100 million Alex Hormozi idea, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna be trying this as well. I've been trying to post on YouTube, made 3 videos or something. Started in like 7-8 days. But doing something on a daily basis is a very heavy constraint. But if that's what I need in order to build validation with people and to get people to get to know me and maybe test and try my product, I'm all for it. Because no one is posting heavily on YouTube unless they are getting something financial out of it. No one is posting heavily on any social media unless there's a financial gain out of it. Because when you do things that heavy, it's never a hobby. You are showing off your craft, your interests, your capabilities, making warm communication with people. This is the ice breaking. It takes time and it's not gonna pay back early. Mr. Beast said it in the simple way: finish your 100 videos and then let's start talking. So that's number 4. So I like the Alex Hormozi idea, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna apply this and let's start doing that tomorrow. So I went online, fiddled around until I found all the Alex Hormozi books in PDFs. We're talking about all the 3 big books and like 50, 60 other PDFs with videos and audios and everything. So took all that, went into the big old lovely codex, turned all that into markdown files. I took all that and created a knowledge operating system out of it. So this KOS, and we're going to be hearing this term a lot, is a knowledge operating system, taking all the information, putting it into a knowledge base. And I took this knowledge base, and with launching, I have created phases with check marks and checkpoints. Some phases need a previous checkpoint and a previous win, something affirmative, so it can be activated. I didn't make it time constrained because you can't. But the target here is simple: 100K MRR. Now, what is the product that is going to be providing that? It's my Reed blueprint. And it's a blueprint, a business assessment that interrogates you through your business and your business knowledge into identifying your ICP, your positioning, your offer, your GTM, your monetization, everything regarding your business, your messaging, your tone, your brand. And it can go even deeper than that if you have really financial data, and get you to scan your LTV and CAC and many stuff. So I have finalized building the blueprint. No one have seen it. So it's time to start working on putting that to the public. Trying to get validation for it, some testimonials, offer it for free for multiple clients, walk the way, all the way. So that's an idea in a nutshell. Let me show you exactly what I have done here. So, as I said, it all started with the PDFs. As you can see here, I found this folder online after scraping that has all the books, money models, and extra stuff. And I took all that information, went to ChatGPT, started explaining the idea, started iterating the idea until we finalized on a big ass prompt. Then I took that prompt into Codex, and you can see here what output structure that we want, concept, everything that feels reasonable. And we went through this prompt until we finalized on an extraction layer. Now, that was extracted, but not as books, as concepts, frameworks, checklists, SLP, templates, maps, RapidReed, which is my company, how all this is going to be applied into it. And then I took this extraction into my Teardown vault. Well, let's just not hammer you guys with this graph. And I added all that into my Obsidian vault. Everything got connected together, as you can see in the graph. That's my mind map, everything inside of here. Okay, the concept, the indexing, frameworks, the map, how everything now is connected outside with other stuff. This is still in the making. I've been using the Obsidian way with Claudian here on the right hand side. Now it's on Claude. If I switch to GPT, now it's on GPT, so it doesn't matter which subscription you got. It's an AI built inside your vault with your information. You compile everything here, and now I get ideas phase by phase, walk through, and yeah. So this is day 0, putting everything together and taking the product out there, or taking the steps in order to get the product out there. So this is all I'm building for building the blueprint. But where was the blueprint from this? Well, here it is. We have the blueprint over here. As soon as you open it, request access, enter your name and email and everything, and whichever level, is it foundation or growth or scale, depending on whichever purchase you would like to have. Then you submit request, I receive an email, I grant access. So after granting the access, that's the first thing you get. Open up 4 modules. You have 3 tracks, 3 tiers. The Oracle track, the first one, takes you through Founder and Business Foundation, your ICP and Customer Architecture, Positioning and Brand Architecture, Offer and Price Architecture. That's the basic fundamental when you are assessing your business. Then we move on to the second track, Messaging and Communication, the GTM and Content, Validation and Risk Reduction, Monetization and Continuity. If you have a heavier business with too much information and you need to keep validating and finding the leaks in your business, we can go to the Olympus track, which is the highest tier. By the way, each track has the previous one attached. So if you purchase Athena, you get the Oracle and Athena. If you purchase Olympus, you get the whole thing. All the 13 modules have financial intelligence, sales pipeline, client portfolio diagnostic, operational capacity, and growth execution engine. All that if your account needs that. After you finish all the tracks, or at least after you finish Oracle, Strategy Lab gets unlocked with documents inside of it that you can generate. In total, there are 13 documents. Strategy Lab documents. Each track, when you finish it, or each module actually, when you finish it, you get an output PDF for everything that has been discussed here inside this module, where you can make more money, where you are bleeding money, and where you are bleeding time, and how to improve in each and every one of them. So when you start, as you can see, you start fresh. First thing, for every module, you get a welcome card. Must hit start and it starts loading the information regarding this module. Start preparing the module, preparing the questions, preparing everything. I must walk you through. It asks, you answer, not the other way around. Normally, for any conversation that happens between you and any AI, you ask the question, they answer. Not here. Here, it has the knowledge, it has the database, has everything inside my mind curated into this walkthrough, 8 phases. As you can see here, 8 phases for each module that it must curate. So right now, we're checking the foundation. First of all, it needs an introduction in order to address you properly. So what's the name of your business and what you actually deliver to your client? I can say business name is RapidReed. The product that I'm offering is the Reed Blueprint. This is a blueprint for business assessment that helps the client through the leaks inside the business, try to figure them out and try to expose them. So I help the clients save money, save time, and make more money by finding out exactly where the business is leaking through this web app blueprint that is on. And I submit this, and I submit it. Oh, it starts thinking, gathering the information, replying to you. Start asking me, is it an LLC, sole prep, corporation, or something else? I'm gonna say it's a sole prep. Pre-registration. And so on, it keeps asking you step by step until it finds all the information needed for this exact phase, which is business context and legal baseline, okay? And so on and so forth. This is the blueprint. All over here, you get the download collection. When you start walking through, you got all your downloads over here. Want to take this to a mobile? You can take it to a mobile. It's responsive. It can work with your mobile. And start asking and answering here on the go. You have everything on the mobile version. And go in, log in, same way through your Google or through your email. So this is day 0. We have finalized everything. Oh, yeah. I've made my part and created the website. Just refresh it so you can see this lovely, nice animation I had for the website. Yeah, because I like this one so much. And you start scrolling, those cards start coming with you. Expose here. Some nice stuff. Yeah, I like this photo. It's half AI, half me, by the way. So yeah, there is a show here about the documents that you get, how they are, your quick wins, action, why this, expect impact, what it's costing you. That's what you get after each module run. Commercial foundation plan here. Leak diagnosis, offer service overflow. Check the website. You might be finding way more information here. Going to the assessment. Start explaining each phase. Here are the module diagnostic PDFs. What they give you, the leak, public hook, what was found, economic picture, priority actions, what this connects to, this is important, strategy lab documents, what are they, 40 file, lake picture, cross-module pattern, compounding leaks, downstream damage. It walks you through finding everything. This is the first payment walkthrough here. Right now we are offering free 5 seats for validation and for testimonials. Want to get more information regarding each and every one, either Oracle, Athena, or Olympus, you can get it from the footer here or from here. You will find the leak. What you get here in this phase, what you don't get yet because that's in the next tiers, understanding for every deliverable that you might be having. And fixed price, I'm going to change this to 999. It's not 1000, became 999. So yeah, this is so far how things look. I built something. I put my blood and soul into it. And why this? Well, simply, you don't understand sometimes that the problem that you really have has structure under it that shows up the problem. The problem is not the disease. It's what shows up on you or on the business. Having weak sales or having bad outreach or having whatever is a symptom that can be fixed through multiple ways. Some of them might lead to the outcome that you want, and some others you might be throwing time and throwing money and nothing gets fixed because simply what you're after is not the real problem. What you're trying to fix is not the real problem, or is not coming out from the real problem. If you fix the real problem, the real outcome will be fixed. But trying to fix it somewhere else, so let's say that client conversion is bad. You might lower your price or get better sales representative. The blueprint might show you that maybe your offer does not sell conviction, or people can't find the real guarantee from buying from you. What I'm doing right now is me, by the way, using the Hormozi the Hormozi methods as a way to attract, but at the same time it aligns with what the blueprint gave me. I must go heavily on LinkedIn and heavily on content, and maybe in 45 to 60 days I start landing clients. It never advised me, by the way, to go for 5 free runs for Oracle, but I need the validation and the testimonial. This is what Alex said. Start for free. Okay, giving away free. But not all the blueprint and not forever, just 5 clients. And then the price on the website will be applied, which is discounted price, because there is no point in selling this for less. It's heavy and you get heavy information out of it and you get heavy assessment out of it. Yes, Olympus will go for 999 eventually, but not now. Right now, I need 5 clients for free, test, try, and we iterate, and they will find bugs. I will try to fix them. They will maybe find outcome they don't like. Maybe all of them find that this product is fucked up and I need to, one line of code might fuck things up. I need those testimonials. I need this validation. I need people to try it. Then I start charging. And I have a money back guarantee. Through walk the modules in the first 7 days, or whichever tier it is. If you can find 3 leaks in your business and 3 stuff that you really need to fix, we give you another session run. If you can find, we give you your money back. You have the logs that you have walked away, you have tried the blueprint, but if it came out that you didn't find any leaks, which is kind of very hard to happen unless your business is perfectly structured. All businesses have problems. We're just showing off the real problem for you and arranging them by importance. You fix them, the outcome will fix itself. It's as simple as that. Oh yeah. Day 1 or day 0, this is why I call this day 0. It's just showing off, starting, committing. Tomorrow, we will work the plan, the Alex Hormozi plan. I'm putting it side by side with whatever the blueprint gave me. And I made sure that both are aligned, by the way. In some areas, his methodology is different, but I'm gonna prioritize my blueprint over his methodology because his methodology might not work for me and my situation. His methodology is general. This is what, by the way, this is the big difference in what you get from a course or taking social media content. It's not personalized, but the blueprint is. Blueprint outcome are personalized for me, my situation. The content online, it's good, it's nice, but it's not personalized. This is the most important thing here. If you got personalized meal, it's better than getting fast food because it's made specifically for you, for your needs, for your taste, for whatever you like. The blueprint here offers something personalized. It's like group coaching or one-on-one coaching. Group coaching is way cheaper and way easier to access. You can join a group and community for thousands of people and you don't get something tailored for you. The blueprint tailor your experience for your needs, and it remembers everything, and it's built in a way that it never hallucinates. And this is why there are many checkpoints. ChatGPT, Claude, best models, best walkthrough, they cannot do this. Why? 2 things. 1, it's built in a way of certain data extraction that's carried over along the way, so it never forgets and it never hallucinates. That's one. Second thing, the background knowledge that it works with. This is my own knowledge. This is all the life experience of best business practices compiled here in the database and being extracted to you according to your only needs in your current situation and being applied. And when a step is applied, we know that the next step for you will be applied in a certain phase according to your needs. Because sometimes there are walkthrough. You need to do this for your ICP and because you have done that, this will affect your messaging. This might affect your offer. This will surely affect your GTM. If you started with this methodology, there is a walkthrough that you must follow and continue. This is baked inside the blueprint. This is why it makes it so special, because it's so personalized. See you tomorrow. Enough for today.